numbers show home building in the Twin Cities is taking a hit. According to the Keystone Report, 612 permits were issued last month in the metro, which is down 14% compared to the same time last year. A majority of those permits were for single-family homes, with just 22 permits issued for multifamily builds. The slow pace of home building comes as no surprise with newly enacted steel and aluminum tariffs. And as Gordon Severson explains, the tariffs aren't just impacting home building, but all of those little projects you may have planned.
When you look at a new home being built, it's easy to see the lumber that it takes. You may not notice the metal, like steel and aluminum.
Your nails, your screws, your HVAC ductwork, a lot of the appliances, your garage door, if you have a steel exterior door, all of that will be impacted.
Nick Erickson with Housing First Minnesota says the new tariffs will likely make new homes more expensive. The National Association of Home Builders says around 7% of the building material in our homes come from overseas. They expect tariffs overall could raise the average cost of a new home by nearly $11,000.
But it's not just the tariffs. We've seen affordability erode over the last 5-6 years.
Erickson says there is a growing gap between what builders can afford to build and what buyers can afford to buy. To basically break even, he says the builders in the Twin Cities have to make homes that cost at least $540,000, whereas most buyers are looking for homes priced at $300,000 or $400,000.
Here in the Twin Cities, it costs far more to build a similar home than it does in Wisconsin or Chicago, and that really does impact Minnesotans' ability to buy a home.
This isn't just a problem for Minnesotans who can afford to build their own home. Erickson says there is a shortage of about 75,000 homes in the Twin Cities, and that has led to higher prices on all homes. And with home building numbers going down, he's worried we may not be able to build our way out of this problem.
You know, state, local, federal government has to start realizing that their policies are having an adverse impact on the cost of housing.
Overall, the National Association of Home Builders says the cost of building material has gone up by 34% since 2020, which is a lot higher than overall inflation. But it's not just building material. Home building experts say higher interest rates, zoning policies, and permitting requirements are also adding extra costs for consumers and construction companies.
All right. Thank you so much, Gordon.